Hello, my name is Lance Brown, and today basically I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to basically model a Colt M1911 using Carrara basically Pro 8. So this is basically going to be the starter blueprint image what I'm going to be using to model the actual gun, for example. And this is the main gun I'm going to be using, and these are some of the reference images I got here to use for the gun. Some of the reference images. So I hope you actually know. I'm hoping that you already know how to use Carrara already, because like for this tutorial I recommend that you learn how to use Carrara and read the manual, everything, or read video tutorials and actually know how to actually use the different modeling tools for this program. So now I'm going to actually get started. So I already have Carrara Pro 8 already opened up on my computer. So I'm going to basically go into File, New, and I'm going to basically go New, Medium Image, a 30-foot image, and go Empty Scene right there, and go New Medium Image. So I'm going to go New Medium, basically 30-foot empty image, and now I'm going to go to Insert right here, Insert a Vertex Object, which I'm already assuming that you already know how to do that. Unmaximize that. I'm going to go to Global. I'm going to go into the left-right section to add the blueprint and click on this button right here, this blue button right here, and I'm going to the backdrop basically image section right here. So click on that button. I'm going to go into my E drives and just go wherever I have my main basically front image gun stored on my computer, and just click on that. Now I'm going to go basically to the left camera view basically on my image. I'm going to basically first of all press the Alt and right mouse click to pan, and middle mouse button to scale out, just to get used to the controls. And where I'm going to basically go Alt and right mouse button to dolly, so you know how to navigate. So I click the Alt button and navigate with my 3 mouse buttons basically. So now what I'm going to do to first start off is I'm going to go to my polyline tool right here, or I can click Y basically for polyline tool like this, and make sure that wheeled with snap points are selected like that. Make sure that that's selected. So I'm going to make sure that I select all of these, I think, and go up like that, and select all of the points right there. And just go down like that and just connect these, and just connect all of those. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these line segments, and I'm going to make sure that I'm on edge select mode, or I'm going to make sure that I'm on regular selection mode. One of these two modes to select all these lines. And now I'm going to go to model, and I'm going to go basically, I'm going to make sure that this is all select right here. Or there's another way you can do it, which you could click on the line right here, which we're seeing right here, and we can actually, if I turn this off, we could click on this line right here that you can see right here, and we can double click on this to select the entire thing. Now I'm going to basically go to model, right here, go to model, and I'm going to go fill polygon, which you can do it by the model menu, or another way you could do is click CTRF right there. Now I'm going to make sure that my move tool is already on. So I'm going to go basically up here, and I'm going to basically go right click. So what I'm going to do is go right click, and you can select the scale, move, rotate, or add tool or add to a tool. You can click the delete tool, the zoom, pan, dolly, and polyline tool. So if you wanted to, you can click the polyline tool from this section, which is kind of a shortcut to get to your section much more faster. So I'm going to go basically to I'm going to basically go right click and click the add tool. Go into wireframe mode, and I'm going to add a couple of cuts into this. Actually, I'm going to make sure that I'm on free position right here, and add a couple of cuts into here. And I'm going to add 2 cuts right here, like that. And now I'm going to go basically to, I'm going to click what we're going to do is we're going to click the link tool right here. And now we're going to link these two together. So I'm actually going to go to the add tool, and I'm going to show you a shortcut key for the link tool. So we're going to press G, and while we're holding down the G, we can link all the vertices together while we actually select the entire image. So we're going to link all the vertices, each vertex what I'm selecting right here, to make a line segment link. And kind of do that to this all the way right here. Kind of like link these line segments together. Any line segments together like that. And now what we're going to do is we're back to the add tool. So this makes our job much more faster to work with. Now we click the G key, and we link these together. And now we're going to add another segment right here. That makes up the image. And now we're going to click the G key again. And now we're going to click the G key again and keep adding right here. And now we're going to go like all right mouse click to pan. Or if you're in 2D view, like if you're in a 2D plane view, you can click the space bar. And now we're going to go G key to link these together. What?
Oh, okay. Continue.
I'm doing my video tutorial.
Please continue. Yes.
So now we're going to click the scale, the move tool, and we're going to select these vertices right here. And we're going to hold down Shift key and select the whole entire line. Or another way you could do is you can select each line individually like this. Another way you can do this is select this end right here of the edge and select this other end, and we can go into the edge selection mode or the selection site. We're gonna click this button that goes select in between like that. And now we're going to go and we're going to right click and click the scale tool. And now we're going to straighten this edge out. And now we're going to do the exact same thing by clicking each line segment, and then we're going to straighten these out. Right here. We're going to kind of straighten these out until they're all straightened out. And that's what we get right there. And now we're going to go into vertex select mode right here. Box select this. We're going to right click and click the move tool. And just move these down like that. Move that kind of like that right there. And move this down more like that. So we kind of got this section right here all done. Now we're going to go into Vortex. Now we're going to actually make our blueprint actually show up again by clicking on the left right backdrop button right here. So we're going to like check that, make sure that that's checked. And now we're going to go into edge selection mode. Click each edge right here. Make sure that these edges are selected. And now we're gonna go like Alt right mouse click the pan right here, or we can click spacebar. And now we're gonna go into the extract along edge tool, which we can also find in a model tool which is called extract along edge. But apparently there's no shortcut for that, so we can't use that as a shortcut. But now we're going to go into here and we're going to extract this along edge where it ends right about there. And now we're going to go into vortex selection mode. We're going to select each of these vortex right here. We're going to move that along right there. And move that up there. Move this along like that. And move this vertex right about there. Move this vertex right about there too. And now we have one section already done. Which is quite good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to right click and click the add tool, or we can go up here and click the add tool, which is going to be a shortcut V basically, which is going to be the add tool. We're going to go to G and click like link tool and link these together like that. And now we're going to go G again, and we're going to go G again, and we're going to link these together like that. So we make that polyline right there. But in this cases, for this section right here, we can actually I'm going to go out and I'm going to make that more 4 poly right there. But for this section, we can actually use 3 poly if we want. If we want, we could actually use 3 poly for this section right here. But when you're modeling basically any object, you should try to use as much 4 poly as much as you possibly can, because that's what keeps the geometry of an object in good condition order, and it keeps the geometry not to be as deformed basically. So now we have that section already done. Right there. We have that section already done. So now what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to kind of add a couple more sections right here into this. Go into the freeform tool, and I'm going to kind of add more sections into here, forming a straight line like that. Kind of like that. So we're making a loop cut like that. And now we're going to go to the move tool, go to edge, section tool. We're going to go loop like that. Kind of loop like that. And now we're going to make sure that we're in wireframe mode. And now we're going to go into here and we're going to move that kind of like right there. Make sure we're right here. And we're going to select these edges. We're going to go into wireframe mode. Extract along. Move along. We're going to click the move along edge button right here. And we're going to move this right about there. And we're going to kind of move these vertices like that. Kind of like that right there. So we have this first outline section of the gun already done. So now the next tutorial, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this and we're going to be basically actually duplicating one half of this, put this on the other side, and we're going to be joining two pieces together to make basically to join the two duplicated pieces together and make a welded section together and make a middle edge of segment of this for the part 2 tutorial basically. So my name is Lance. I hope you enjoy this tutorial of part 1, basically Carrara 8 cult modeling tutorial, or cult M1911 modeling tutorial, and I hope you enjoy part 1 of this tutorial. And stay tuned for part 2 of the cult M1911 tutorial.